Hello, dear friends. Hollywood's hottest scandals, wildest affairs, and untold love stories. Today, we're diving deep into the lives of the most legendary stars who just couldn't keep their hands off each other. From forbidden romances to shocking betrayals, these tales are spicier than anything you've seen on screen. One of Hollywood's most iconic stars, Gary Cooper was known for his roles in classics like High Noon and Sergeant York. But behind his clean-cut, all-American persona, Cooper led a private life filled with numerous affairs, particularly with his female co-stars. It was said that Cooper could not resist the allure of his leading ladies, and was rumored to have had flings with nearly all of them, including actresses like Clara Bow and Lupe Velez. One of his most notorious romances was with Marlene Dietrich, which led to a heated love triangle with Velez, who was already dating Cooper. Velez, known for her fiery temper, was so jealous of Dietrich that she tried to shoot Cooper in a fit of rage when her suspicions were confirmed. Despite the drama, Cooper's reputation as a womanizer remained intact, and his romantic escapades continued throughout his career. Known as the Mexican Spitfire, Lupe Velez was one of the most vibrant and controversial stars of Hollywood's golden age. Her personal life was filled with passion, jealousy, and wild behavior that made her the subject of numerous tabloid stories. Velez had a tumultuous relationship with Gary Cooper, and her jealousy often led to explosive confrontations. She was known for her bold, unrestrained behavior. Rumors circulated that she would unzip Cooper's pants at social events and smell other women's perfume to confirm her suspicions of infidelity. Velez's passionate and dramatic nature captivated Hollywood, but her love life became legendary after her death. An urban legend claimed that she died with her head in a toilet after committing suicide, but in reality she passed away peacefully in her bed. Despite the myths and controversies, Velez remains one of Hollywood's most intriguing and scandalous figures. Louise Brooks, the actress with the iconic bob haircut, was known for her striking beauty and rebellious spirit. Despite her early success in silent films, Brooks despised Hollywood and its culture. Instead, she preferred a life filled with indulgence, famously saying that her life consisted of sex, books, and gin. She was open about her sexuality and lived a life of freedom, unafraid to engage in romantic relationships with both men and women. Brooks had a brief but passionate affair with actress Greta Garbo and frequently posed nude, embracing her independence and sexual freedom. Though her acting career ended abruptly at the age of 26, Brooks remained a fascinating figure in Hollywood, defying the norms of her time. Few figures in Hollywood history are as iconic as Marilyn Monroe. Known for her beauty, charm, and roles in films like Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch, Monroe became the ultimate symbol of Hollywood glamour. However, her personal life was filled with heartbreak and scandal. Monroe's high-profile relationships included marriages to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller, but her most infamous affair was with President John F. Kennedy. The Monroe-Kennedy affair was one of the worst-kept secrets in Hollywood and Washington, with Monroe's sultry "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" performance further fueling rumors of their relationship. Monroe's tumultuous love life, combined with her struggles with mental health and substance abuse, eventually led to her tragic death, but her legacy as Hollywood's most enduring sex symbol remains untarnished. Best known for her unforgettable portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind and Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire, Vivien Leigh was a Hollywood icon whose beauty and talent made her one of the biggest stars of her time. But her personal life was as intense and dramatic as her on-screen performances. Leigh famously pursued actor Laurence Olivier, even though both were married to other people at the time. Their scandalous affair led to the end of both of their marriages, and they became one of Hollywood's most glamorous power couples. However, their relationship was far from perfect, as both were intense and driven individuals, which often led to volatile moments in their marriage. Leigh's struggle with bipolar disorder and frequent emotional breakdowns only added to the tension. And although their love was passionate, it was also tumultuous. A contemporary of Marilyn Monroe, Jayne Mansfield was another blonde bombshell known for her curves and scandalous behavior. Mansfield's public life was filled with provocative stunts, such as famously wearing a plunging neckline that caught the side eye of actress Sophia Loren in one of Hollywood's most iconic photographs. Mansfield had numerous lovers and was rumored to have been involved with President John F. Kennedy, but her most notorious connection was with Anton LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan. Mansfield frequently teased LaVey, but denied having any romantic involvement with him. Her relationship with the dark figure only added to her already scandalous reputation. Tragically, Mansfield's life was cut short when she died in a car accident in 1967, but her legacy as one of Hollywood's most scandalous figures remains. John Barrymore, a member of the famous Barrymore acting family, was known for his captivating performances and his scandalous love life. Nicknamed the Great Profile for his striking looks, Barrymore was a Hollywood legend whose off-screen exploits were just as legendary. Married 4 times, Barrymore had numerous affairs with some of Hollywood's most famous women, including actresses Mary Astor and Greta Garbo. Despite his charm and charisma, Barrymore's relationships were often short-lived, as his heavy drinking and reckless behavior overshadowed his career. His addiction to alcohol and love of excess led to a dramatic decline in his later years, but he remains a symbol of old Hollywood glamour and scandal. Barbara Lamar was a silent film star whose life was filled with passion, love affairs, and scandal. Known for her beauty and intelligence, Lamar once famously said, "I take lovers like roses by the dozen." She lived a fast-paced life, filled with romantic escapades and dramatic quotes that made her a favorite in Hollywood gossip columns. Lamar's lifestyle eventually caught up with her, and she died at the young age of 29, possibly from tuberculosis. Despite her early death, Lamar's wild love life and untamed spirit left an indelible mark on Hollywood. British actress Diana Dors was known as the British Marilyn Monroe for her sultry looks and scandalous lifestyle. Her acting career often took a back seat to her infamous private life, particularly her extravagant sex parties at her mansion. These wild gatherings became the stuff of legend, attended by Hollywood elites and filled with shocking behavior. Dors embraced the attention, thriving on the notoriety that came with her risque lifestyle. Her multiple marriages, numerous lovers, and refusal to conform to traditional standards of morality made her a controversial yet fascinating figure. Despite the drama and scandals that surrounded her, Dors lived life unapologetically on her own terms, cementing her place in Hollywood history. Conjoined twins Daisy and Violet Hilton rose to fame as vaudeville performers in the 1920s and 1930s. Despite their physical connection, they led remarkably separate romantic lives, a fact that fascinated the public. Known for their wild partying and numerous lovers, the Hilton twins navigated marriage, divorce, and relationships, all while being physically joined at the lower back. Their relationships, which often ended in scandal, drew attention, and their story remains one of the most unique and sensational in Hollywood history. As conjoined twins, they faced unimaginable challenges, but they never let their condition prevent them from living life to the fullest, and they became a symbol of both courage and controversy. Known as the King of Hollywood, Clark Gable's charm, rugged looks, and talent made him one of the most beloved stars of the Golden Age. However, behind the camera, Gable had a reputation as a notorious womanizer. He had numerous affairs with his co-stars, most famously Joan Crawford. His most scandalous affair, though, was with actress Loretta Young, resulting in the birth of a secret love child. MGM Studios went to great lengths to cover up the affair, sending Young into hiding during her pregnancy. Despite these scandals, Gable's popularity remained intact, and he continued to be a beloved figure in Hollywood, admired for both his acting and undeniable charisma. Charlie Chaplin is best known for his comedic genius and iconic roles in silent films, but his personal life was much darker and filled with scandal. Chaplin had a well-documented preference for very young women, marrying multiple teenagers over the course of his life. Two of his wives were just 16 years old when they wed him. He was also known for throwing lavish orgies with his friend Fatty Arbuckle and using his fame to seduce aspiring actresses. Despite his popularity as a filmmaker, Chaplin's behavior behind the scenes cast a shadow over his legacy, leaving a lasting impression of controversy and scandal beneath his lovable on-screen persona. Errol Flynn was Hollywood's ultimate bad boy, known for his swashbuckling roles in films like The Adventures of Robin Hood. However, his off-screen life was even more adventurous than his on-screen roles. Flynn was notorious for his love of alcohol, women, and reckless behavior. His womanizing ways caught up with him when he was charged with statutory rape of 2 underage girls. Although he was acquitted, the scandal tarnished his image and marked the beginning of his decline. Flynn's self-destructive lifestyle eventually took its toll, but his legacy as one of Hollywood's most charismatic yet controversial figures endures. Marlon Brando is widely considered one of the greatest actors of all time, but his off-screen life was just as dramatic as his performances. Brando was known for his insatiable sexual appetite and openness about his bisexuality, which was revolutionary for his time. He had numerous relationships with both men and women, including a highly publicized affair with Marilyn Monroe and rumored flings with actors like James Dean. Brando's need for constant excitement and his willingness to live by his own rules made him a magnet for scandal. His unapologetic approach to love and life, combined with his immense talent, has secured his place as a Hollywood legend. Ava Gardner was one of Hollywood's most glamorous stars, but her personal life was filled with as much drama as her films. Her 3 marriages, most notably to Frank Sinatra, were marked by intense passion and fiery arguments. Gardner's love life was constantly in the spotlight, with her fiery personality leading to passionate relationships and public fights. Despite the turbulence in her personal life, Gardner was admired for her beauty, charm, and talent. She remains one of Hollywood's most glamorous icons, remembered for both her screen presence and her tumultuous romances. Joan Crawford was one of the most iconic actresses of her time, known for her dramatic roles and commanding screen presence. However, her personal life was filled with scandal and intrigue. Crawford was married 4 times and had numerous rumored affairs with both men and women, including famous actresses like Greta Garbo and Barbara Stanwyck. Her bisexuality was an open secret in Hollywood, and Crawford was unapologetic about her relationships and desires. Her strong will and independent nature made her a trailblazer in Hollywood, but it also fueled the scandals that surrounded her throughout her career. Tallulah Bankhead was a Hollywood original, known for her bold personality and outrageous behavior. Bankhead, who famously claimed to have had over 500 lovers of both sexes, was as infamous for her sexual escapades as she was for her acting. She had a reputation for shocking people with her openness about her sexuality, often delighting in making people uncomfortable with her daring comments and behavior. Bankhead's fearless, rebellious spirit made her one of Hollywood's most unforgettable characters, and her unapologetic approach to life has made her a symbol of freedom and scandal in the history of cinema. We look forward to receiving your comments. Please leave your feelings in the comments section. Katharine Hepburn was one of the greatest actresses in Hollywood history, known for her intelligence, fierce independence, and incredible talent. Hepburn had a long, complicated relationship with actor Spencer Tracy, who remained married throughout their 25-year affair. Their love story was one of Hollywood's most famous, but Hepburn rarely discussed it publicly. In addition to her relationship with Tracy, rumors of Hepburn's romantic relationships with women circulated for decades, but she remained a private person who kept her personal life largely out of the public eye. Ingrid Bergman's affair with director Roberto Rossellini caused one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood history. At the time, Bergman was married to a Swedish doctor, but her passionate relationship with Rossellini led to her divorce and a public outcry. The scandal was so intense that Bergman was temporarily blacklisted from Hollywood. Despite the controversy, Bergman and Rossellini continued their relationship and collaborated on several films. Bergman's incredible talent and undeniable beauty eventually brought her back to the forefront of Hollywood, and she remains one of the most admired actresses of all time. Elizabeth Taylor was one of the most famous actresses in the world, and her personal life was just as dramatic as her career. Taylor was married 8 times, most famously to actor Richard Burton, whom she married and divorced twice. However, her most scandalous relationship was with singer Eddie Fisher, who was married to her best friend Debbie Reynolds at the time. The affair caused a huge scandal in Hollywood, but Taylor and Fisher eventually married, though the relationship didn't last. Taylor's beauty, talent, and many marriages made her one of Hollywood's most talked about stars. Clara Bow was Hollywood's original It Girl, a sex symbol of the silent film era whose beauty and charm made her a star. However, her personal life was filled with scandal and controversy. Bow's relationships with famous men, including actor Gary Cooper, fueled gossip, but it was the rumor that she had slept with the entire USC football team that became one of the most damaging and sensational scandals of her career. Despite her success in Hollywood, the constant scandals eventually took their toll, and Bow retired from acting at the young age of 28. Cary Grant was one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, known for his suave charm, elegance, and handsome looks. Despite his image as the perfect gentleman, Grant's personal life was filled with complexity and scandal. He was married 5 times, and rumors of a romantic relationship with fellow actor Randolph Scott persisted for years, though Grant consistently denied them. Despite the speculation surrounding his personal life, Grant remained one of Hollywood's most adored actors, admired for his wit, sophistication, and charisma. Frank Sinatra, known as Old Blue Eyes, was one of the most legendary entertainers in history. In addition to his immense musical and acting talents, Sinatra was also known for his high-profile love life. He was married 4 times, but his most famous relationship was with actress Ava Gardner. Their passionate, often volatile marriage was constantly in the public eye, and even after their divorce, the two remained deeply connected. Sinatra's numerous affairs, including rumored relationships with Marilyn Monroe, made him a favorite subject of gossip, but his charm and talent always kept him in the public's good graces. Lana Turner was one of Hollywood's most glamorous actresses, known for her beauty and charisma. However, her personal life was marked by scandal, particularly her relationship with mobster Johnny Stompanato. Their tumultuous relationship ended in tragedy when Turner's teenage daughter, Cheryl Crane, killed Stompanato in self-defense during a violent altercation. The case became one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood history. Turner's love life was filled with drama and scandal throughout her career, but she remained one of the industry's most beloved stars. Rita Hayworth was one of Hollywood's most stunning and glamorous stars, known for her captivating performances and legendary beauty. However, her personal life was filled with drama and scandal. Hayworth's marriage to director Orson Welles was one of Hollywood's most glamorous, but it ended due to Welles's infidelity. Her subsequent marriage to Prince Ali Khan made international headlines, but it, too, ended in divorce. Despite her tumultuous personal life, Hayworth remains one of the most iconic stars of Hollywood's golden age, remembered for both her talent and her enduring beauty. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. See you in the next video.